First, clean your workplace or area. Next is prepare the tools that you're gonna be needing to assemble and disassemble the system unit. So before you start, do not forget to sanitize your hands. So before you start, do not forget to remove any materials that might harm you. We were now starting to disassemble the system unit by removing all of the screws. So gently remove the case and make sure that you will be placing this on the proper area as well as the screw. So let us start first by removing all of the cables that is connected to every part of the system unit. And always remember that you should not forget where did you place the correct designated of every cables. So make sure that you are removing all of the cables gently. So next, we will be using a flat screwdriver to remove the storage drive. Moving forward, we will now starting to remove the power supply. Always remember that you should gently remove it on the case. So for removing the RAM, you must gently open the two bracket downwards. So in able for you to remove the stock fan, you need to gently flip backward the tension arm. On this part, there is a 4 screw that we need to loosen for us to be able to remove it. Once you successfully remove it, you can now remove the stock fan. So to remove the processor, just gently flip upwards the tension arm. So for the last process, we will now be removing all of the screws for us to be able to remove the motherboard. And you're done! So next, for assembling the system unit. On this part, we will now gently putting all of the 4 screws for us to be able to attach the stock fan. As you notice, the processor is already attached. Same drill, you just have to open the tension arm for you to be able to put or input the processor. Once you're done, you can now attach the stock fan. Do not forget to plug in the cable on the motherboard. On this part, we will now putting the RAM. But first, let us just use an eraser to clean the RAM. Open the brackets and gently put now the RAM on it. So this is what you call CPU installation. Moving forward, we will now be proceeding on how we're going to attach or put the power supply. Use a screwdriver to screw all of the holes of the power supply to attach to its case. Once you're done, we can now proceed on storage drive. Gently put it on the right place or on each designated place, and we will be using a flat screwdriver to attach it to the case. Once you're done, we can now put the motherboard to the case. Always remember that the motherboard is a case sensitive. You must be very careful on touching it. Once you're done, we can now proceed on cable management. As I mentioned earlier, we should not forget where we remove all of the cables on the motherboard. And now, you are done. So our sample system unit does not have I/O shield protection. So on this part, we will now be proceeding on attaching the side case of the system unit for us to close it and also for it to be able to be secured. So as you notice, the system unit doesn't have I/O shield, but you should not forget to put I/O shields for us to be able to protect those ports in our system unit. And we are now also putting all of the screws for us to lock the case on the system unit. So that's how you assemble the system unit. It is very important that we follow a step-by-step procedure for us to be able to ensure that the system unit will be working. So that is all for today. I hope that you learned something that is very, very relevant for us. Once again, this is Jaya Teano. Stay safe and God bless.